Hello YouTube, let's go with the Python installation. I have my file on a desktop and your file is probably where you have, of course, download that set of file. So it depends about your browser, about your settings. Right, so let's just double click on thing and let's answer a couple of questions. Don't click anything here. Now, don't click install now because then Python will be installed into this long path and I want you to use command prompt, to use terminal basically if you're on Linux. So what we need, because we are on Windows, is to use just this folder and I will install Python into root of my hard drive because it's easier to type. So we need to choose custom installation after I click this thing here, add Python 3.7 to path. That means that basically you will be able to run Python script anywhere in your system with double clicking. Right, customize installation. Documentation, we need that. Pip is an install manager. We will use it to really in a couple of seconds grab all additional things we need, like Django. So we will just type pip install Django and we will get it. So definitely click pip, check pip, tk and idle. Okay, tk means tkinter. That means that with Python you will be able out of the box to develop graphical interfaces if you need it, if you like it. Right, idle, that or idle, it depends. That means that you with Python you will not just get programming language, you will also get by default editor, integrated development environment. So definitely check that. Or you can also check Python test suite, that's fine. PyLauncher for all users, that's what we need a little bit later, in the next screen, you will see. So check everything. Next, install for all users, I will click that. Why not? The only user of the system, but who cares, maybe I will create a couple of accounts. So install for all user is fine. These two things unchecked here, that's cool. We will also add Python to environmental variables. As I said, that will be cool to double click our script and the thing will just run. Shortcut, that's also fine. Now, see this custom path for installation. To save ourselves a little bit of time, I will just install into Python 37. Okay, this middle line 32, that means just 32-bit version. So Python 37 is just cool for us because we are kind of beginners. We are just saving ourselves a little bit of time when typing. So install, yes, and now the thing will be pretty much the thing will be done not in a split of a second, but in a very short period of time. Maybe I will cut this video to save ourselves a couple of seconds. We will see. So let's just watch what's gonna happen. Okay, we are very close to finish this level of installation. Let's see what's gonna be. Setup was successful. That's nice. So you can read this, but I will just save ourselves a little bit of time and click on close. Right, so you have your Python. Okay, let's remove this right here. The next thing you need to do is go to start menu, basically lower left corner, click on start or this Windows lower left corner and go to all applications basically, and see here we have idle, Python idle. So when we click here we will get ourselves into Python shell, Python environment. But before doing that, when you click here you will get all necessary manuals if you lost your, for example, internet connection, if you want to cut yourself from external world and dedicate yourself to learning Python. This is really a good option because you can just lock yourself from an environment, close yourself in a room or whatever and go through this if you have time and that amount of dedication. But the most people will just use internet interchangeably, so that's also fine. But it is good to know that if you need documentation, you have it right here. That's one option. Another option is click on Python 3.7 module dots. Okay, now that means that you will run server. Actually, see, You're running server, you're transferring your local host into HTTP server, into web server. So every time when you want to get additional documentation through this server option, you will just find what you need. For example, let me just find FTP lib for working with FTP protocol. You will click on it and you will get that simplified documentation. I really like this option. Now, don't try to memorize these things, don't try to get into depths here. We are just beginners, and this is just for you to know that you can get into local server if you need it. Right, so that's just, you know, to know that you have it. Okay, now next thing, let's go out from the browser, so that's cool. The next thing, let's run Python. So idle, and in a split of a second we have Python working environment, basically Python shell. See, Python 3.7 shell. So let me just arrange this into half of a screen, and there is a good reason why. Now, there is two options in Python. Either you will type your commands here, and that is advised if you are testing a couple of lines of commands or of text or functions. But when you go to the to big scripts, you wanna have editor, real editor, and you will do that by clicking File, New File, and then you are inside of your editor. So let me arrange that a little bit here. Now the reason because I'm doing this is first we will run our command in the left side, and then we'll go and save our Python script on the right side. So how to print something, how to issue commands to Python directly into shell. You will just type it here. For example, print is a Python command, Python function that will print something which is inside of brackets. So every time when you are printing some string, which is a bunch of text, you will enclose that into brackets and these single or double quotes. So if you type this, when you press enter, you will have that result right here. Now obviously you will not see this like a print and bracket and quote. This is command that is ordered to Python to be executed, and this is result. So following that logic, which is really simple, and again you don't need to memorize these things, okay? Following that logic, see this command here. So type help when you wanna help, general help, or type copyright for additional information, or type credits to see who is basically in charge here. Credits. Now there is a difference between typing these commands, pure commands, and commands with empty brackets. This is just simple command, and this is a function, actual useful function. And the reason we have these brackets here is that over time you will learn how to pass things inside of these brackets, and based on these things something will be done. So these are like parameters, attributes that we are going to send to our function, and this is a function which is basically part of program, and then that things will be executed. Something will be done on things that are inside of these brackets. Right, so this is the way how you will issue commands inside of your Python shell. But this is the simplest possible way when you have couple of lines. But what if you need more lines? So what to do then? Okay, just in your editor type this, print, which is absolutely same command, and then following same logic, open brackets, and then inside of quotes, because we are working with strings and strings are just bunch of text, just type something. And now we will save our first Python script. So file, save as, and then inside of Python 37 folder, which is our folder where we have installed Python, we will save that our script, which will be like a test. Now This is important. We have option save as type Python files, but you will often create that error saving that as a, well, how to explain this? Just click here or on all files, and then you will be able to see everything in your folder. And here type dot and py. This means that you are saving definitely as a Python script with .py extension. This is important when you are double clicking things that are in your system. So when there is a py here, that means that Python will be used to run this pile of text which is in this script. So save and see, we have that Python coloring, syntax highlighting. So how to run these things? There is two options. The one is click here on a run and go to run module, and then here in your Python shell you will see results. So that's totally fine, that's cool, that's how we will do stuff. And this is easy way to run stuff, but it's because it's easy. How to explain this to you? You don't have that much power. So we will learn how to get ourselves into DOS and how to run Python scripts from DOS. Now, because we are already in 30 minutes of our tutorial, let's just do something funny here. Let's copy this a couple of times and let's just change text here into something else, just for you to grasp that you can, do something and that you cannot broke anything. So even if you mess something up, it's not critical. You can fix these things. So let's save file, save our script, and let's go to run and run module, or you can press F5 on a keyboard and your module, which is basically the term for Python script, will be executed. So run module, see results, and let's press F5, see results. Anyway, a relatively longer tutorial than I thought. Thank you for watching. See you in the next tutorial where we will learn how to run this script through DOS, and that is critical. That is very, very important to understand, because then you will upgrade yourself, if you're a complete beginner, to a new level of understanding how to run not just Python but many other scripts and applications. It's not important if they are C, C++, Python, Perl, who cares? We will learn how to do things into DOS. Thanks for watching. I'm gonna shut up and see you next tutorial.